Rita is Chris's sister, and Paul, the distinguished-looking gentleman, is her husband, and therefore the brother-in-law to John, the other distinguished-looking gentleman, I haven't gotten to yet, but I talked about. What you should know about Rita and Chris, when they get together, is they go to D4, and they are truly the embodiment of cougars. They go on the prowl. Wow. They do.
It's not nice to say about a 28-year-old.
And supporting her in this effort, because you know every cougar's got to have money, is her husband, who is a retired managing partner for the international affairs of Deloitte & Touche, and a fellow 4 a.m. Scotch drinker.
Just waking up or just
and look, Jeff trained me. Paul delivers. Nice. Now, who's next to you guys to the left? To your left. Anybody to your left? Jamie and Susan? Okay. Now, Jamie, where's Jamie? No, I'll get to you. I'm coming to the back. Because you crowd in the back. You don't deserve special treatment. No, that's okay. That's okay. I'll get to you. Now, guys, everybody, we're almost done. 5 to go.
One of them is drunk.
That's okay.
One?
But Peter, they're not trapped. Guys, immediately to Rita's right is a longtime good friend, Scott. Well, to Rita's right.
He's skipping you.
I get that. But to Rita's right is Scott, who is, in addition to being just a great friend, is the only guy I know that can wear a tie, long tie, and coat to this event and look like he just stepped out of GQ.
You got it.
I'm sorry.
You didn't see my hair?
We're so lucky.
Draw attention to the fact that I'm not saying that about you. That's not lies. What's up with that? Now, behind Scott is John, whom I've already obliquely referenced as Chris's husband. John and Chris, again, have been my neighbors. I consider John the most courtly gentleman on the block. And for friendship, I've always valued John. John is also a man of considerable means and retired. And it is very nice. It is very nice the way John kind of, everybody, I think John brings civility to the neighborhood. I really do. Okay, now in the background, we're now to you all.
The Rowdy Group.
On the other hand.
Troublemakers.
Oh, Gary's sitting down because but you've already been introduced. That's all right. He's suffering. Immediately to John's left is Dave Johnson, my first lawyer, friend, and when I started out with a real job, I still struggle with this, but I did not believe that the rules applied to me. So in a matter of like 3 months, I racked up 6 speeding tickets in what in those days, because now they didn't have the computerized system, were contiguous states. So they shared the information. And again, living in this bubble where the rules don't apply to me, I did not know there were consequences to having 6 speeding tickets. Until a letter arrived that told me that my license had been suspended and that I had to either report to court or go to jail. And Dave engineered a process that unraveled them backwards so that I had no tickets.
Whoa!
Wait a minute, the system.
Give us your card.
This is a smart man.
And Bernie, Dave's cards are on the edge of the...
Actually, Dave is not in practice.
So he just reinforced that the rules don't apply to you, which explains a lot. I get it.
That's good. Dave is one of those lawyers that only works for one person at a time. What is the story that I have not?
The Buffalo Grill card.
Well, that was coming from the gym where I met Tim. My light was out, and then they pulled me over and found out these 6 tickets, and I was driving on a suspended license. So they were going to throw me in jail. But they took care of that. And then, when he unraveled it, one part of the process didn't catch up, and there was still a warrant for my arrest. So in Glencoe, they knock on your door before they arrest you. And then they arrested me, and then they found out that he had unraveled everything. And I still remember the conversation of the police officer that I heard through the jailhouse wall while he's on the phone. He says, "I don't want this guy me for false arrest. How did this happen? Because he